I can get my thing to work. Little pops. Hey. Hey, y'all, hit the thumbs up button when y'all come in. I appreciate it. Hey, Kim Scott. Kill Swish. I know I'm not saying your name right. I'm sorry. Hey, Satika Woods. Hey, honey bun. Y'all come on in, because I got something to say. Hit the thumbs up button when y'all come in. You can hit it if you look watching it on your TV. They got that option now. You can even see the live chat on your TV. So hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate it. Now, everybody was talking about oh yeah, that water's so good. Okay. I think she named her thing Tater Tot. Not on the live screens, but if you go to the videos, the actual videos is in the description box. I'll share it on my community page today. Who's in charge? Hey, ladybug. Hey, honey. So now, what's been the talk for the past week, months? I'm gonna say months. Today, October 4th. Did y'all see what happened? It ain't nowhere around it. People, and y'all get what I'm saying, it's going to do what they want to do. They have the means to do what they want to do. Now, I'm talking about this signal thing, this alert thing that came through that everybody was cutting their stuff off for. And all that. I didn't worry about it too much. Because in my mind, they're going to do what they want to do. If something want to be sent through, it's going to get through. Y'all, how many people cut that? Put it like this. Yeah. Guess what, though? Here, you cut your phone off. When you turned it on, it came through. My TV was off. It came through. Yeah. So everybody cut their stuff off. Once you cut it back on, it came. The TV was off, and it came through. We got 4 different ones here. 4 different ones. I wasn't worried about cutting nothing off. I was actually on the phone when it came through. If you was on your phone, it came through as a text message. Once you get off the phone, the siren part came through. My other cell phone, it alerted immediately. My son's TV was off, and the alert came through. So I jumped up and turned my TV off, and the alert still came through. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I still feel like a lot of people that feel like it wasn't going to come through, I feel like it came through in some type of way. Because this is my thing. Everybody has been telling what they was going to do. Everybody was telling that they was going to turn their stuff off. You told them what you was going to do. You told them that you was going to be turning off your stuff. Technology is beyond now. So no matter what you do, especially when you done told, they know they send on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere telling you to turn your stuff off. You think they ain't been stopped back? Oh, we got something for that. Still, you can still send the signal through. whether they hear it or not. The TV was off. And if you didn't hear it, whatever was sent and they want to get to you, it will get through. It will get to you. I have a Roku TV here, and it came through. It came through on mine. Mm-hmm. I ain't even. If people want to put aluminum foil, Milo bag, do what you got to do. But I'm telling you, when it comes to stuff like that, and you telling what you're doing, what your plans are, just like they can create an alert to go worldwide at a certain time and signal off, you think they can't create a way around, you know, a way around. Those are things is what I call out of our control. I understand that. I understand that, beautifully blessed. But I feel like, what is it that you don't hear? By the time you take all that stuff off, you think there's not a way for something to be sent an hour later, still doing the job, and you may not never hear it. You never know. We talking about somebody that sent something worldwide at a particular time. At a particular time. Worldwide. And it's been out there for months, everywhere, telling you to turn your stuff off. They didn't want you. They didn't tell you so. You think. My TV, and I have multiple TVs. I don't know if this one is a Roku, but the one in the back, my kids' TV, ain't y'all TV Roku? Roku? The one, but mine's is. Huh? So my TV in my bedroom is Roku. It came through. My kids' TVs, they said they don't think theirs is Roku. It still came through. Yeah. I was on the phone, and my phone said, 2 messages. My other phone went off with the alert. Once I got off the phone, maybe about 30 minutes later, when I got off the phone, time I hung that call up, that alert went through. Yeah, that alert went through. The siren, the noise, everything went through. Once I got off the phone. So everybody gonna have they thoughts, but it's just like, I feel like they had a way around it, because they already knew everybody was gonna turn their stuff off. So what are you eating, sis? It's some pasta with like marinara sauce type deal, and some chicken parmesan, like chicken breast parmesan type stuff. You changed your hair, you decided not to grow out on top. Yeah, because the barber did a good job, but I didn't like how it made my hair look. I have a problem with going to barbers and they are sticking to the way I want my hair here. When they do that line and it come all the way right here, it makes this look pointy. I don't like this. So I'm not going to pay money. If I go back, this is Barbara Tiger. You know, only one did my hair like I wanted to. I just ain't had a chance to go back over there. And I was tired of my hair growing out. It had got to that length, so I just had Oronde to cut it here at the house. So just cut it low. Don't mess with my line. Let it do what it do, because I know he don't do haircuts. He can do just the basics, okay? And I'm like, leave this. You can line the back. Don't touch my front. Just get me low. Just get me low. Let's see though. But still, let me see y'all comments. Yay, I made it. Welcome, Michelle. I want to support positive, constructive young people. Thank you. I turned my phone off before 2 p.m. Alarm went off. The alert was extra loud. I jumped. Dragon Queen won. Hey. I turned it off. I turned everything off. I turned it back on. And that's what I'm saying. Our stuff was off. Well, the kids' TV, because they in class, their TVs was off. And it came through while it's off. That was a distraction, and now the real chaos will come unexpectedly. Beautifully blessed. All I'm saying is this is more for you to be prepared as much as possible. Get you some food. Get you things that you need, because you're going to be, when you don't have those things, you allowing people to control you. That's what I'm saying. It's 68 people in here and 28 thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button, okay? But you're allowing people to control you even more. That's why I said, I was like, let me do this one. I didn't think that it would come through with the TV being off. You know, I wasn't even really, because I said this type of stuff, I had been saying, everybody's saying turn your stuff off. They're gonna be ready for that. Like, really? And then you gotta look at how many signals and stuff is being done that you don't know about, that you don't even hear. You know, that is possible. So, as I said, it could have been a distraction. You knew about this one, but how many you don't know of type of tests and stuff that could be done, you know, to check this, or whatever, that, you know, it's just. And like this one was different. I know growing up, y'all know you could be watching TV and all them little color boxes like thing will come through and it say this is a national such and such alert. This is only a test and all that. This was completely different. Completely different. Let's see. Okay, I read that. I turned everything off. Turned it back on. Okay, I read that. It didn't come through on my Roku. I turned mine off. Her baby was sleeping very noisy. Mine did not go through. I had them all in the microwave in my little bags. Okay, Shepherd of Mother Earth. We over here looking at the time and they over there doing what they planning. I was like, I ain't look, whatever device is on, whatever the device is off, I ain't doing that. I just happened to know when I got off the phone, that phone went off. Okay. Whereas my other phone it went off all, you know, things. So it's like, and I know I didn't get off the phone for like maybe 30, 40 minutes later, maybe probably 30 minutes later. And yeah, it's like the alert was just being held in there until I got off the phone. Yeah, I didn't turn my phone on off. Oronde walked in the room after and had turned his phone off, but I don't know why he turned it off and turned it back on. He didn't tell us nothing. Me and the kids was in here with our phone still on. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I think he the only one in the house that turned his off and turned it back on. I just left it. I don't know why. I didn't get the. You didn't, Pops? Oh wow. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing that we can do, the only thing that we can actually do when it comes to all this is try to make sure we prepared as much as possible. That's it. That's it. The only way to get information out if you feel some type of way about this stuff. I mean, it could be a legit alert or not. It's so many different people with their own opinions, and that's fine. That's why I didn't cut anything. I didn't do anything because I'm like, that stuff we can't control. What we can control, so many people won't even do. I heard people talking about this alert, um, other channels and stuff that's not even into this type of stuff. And they had saw alerts and stuff everywhere and all this. And I know they're not stocking up, they're not prepping or anything. People that's not even into this type of stuff heard the information and they turn their stuff out only because that's what they heard. But it's like those are things we can't really control. What we can control is a lot of people is not doing. And that is making sure you have what you need, making sure you learning different skills, making sure you know how to, you know, make food, scratch, make things at home, different things. A lot of that stuff is just, to me, it was something to talk about. It was something to have, something to do, something to call something, and they know it. And a lot of people that did turn their stuff off, a lot of people is aware, but a lot of people that did it is not aware. They don't even have a clue why they was turning it off. They just did it because it was said that it saw so many people say do it. So I don't know. Delicious. Yes, it's good. Wow. Hey, Robin. I'm doing good. Hey, Yolanda. No old TV, no smart TV. On network. Hey, Jacqueline R. FXX speed. Yeah, that is weird. It was, Maria. Yolanda, you got no alerts? It worked for me. Nothing came through. Food for thought. Zing, you said it. Just because something is off doesn't mean it's not getting power. That's why I say they too advanced in technology. This word is too advanced in technology. And it had been told. Here's the thing. You don't know everybody's plan. But in this situation, everybody told they're playing, and that was to cut everything off. So it still came through on a lot of stuff. I feel like whether you heard it or not, because I was sitting right there looking at my TV and stuff off, and the thing came through. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tiffany, I heard that. Really, Robin? Wow. Nothing here in Central North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina, Trish, and we got it here. I'm coastal, so I guess that would be Central. If you're talking about like the different parts of North Carolina, Western, and that's what I'm talking about. But I got it here. I was holding my phone when mine went off in my hand. Was it? And so, oh Lord, highly favored. And I clicked off and kept going. I had to take care of me and mine. I understand, Dragon Queen. I sure didn't cut nothing off and do nothing extra. I kept on running my mouth on the phone. Cut the other phone off. Kids' computers went off. Because I mean, that's beyond me. I need to keep focusing on what I can control. You know? Wow. I hear you, highly favored. Hey, PNG. There are still people that have only a landline phone and old TVs. Yup, Kalitha. I'm in Cary, right outside of Raleigh, Durham. Okay, I know what Raleigh, Durham is. Raleigh is like 2.5 hours from me. I'm in Jacksonville, Trish. Thank you for putting my information in the chat, PNG. Okay, I'm caught up to y'all. I still got my landline. We had a landline up until maybe a year ago when Spectrum decided to offer another cell phone as your landline. So we went that route because we really didn't use the landline much. It was just part of the internet. Okay. You know exactly where I am? Yep. I still got my landline phone. I understand that, Robin. But yeah, y'all, that's what I wanted to come on here and let y'all know what happened. It still came through with the TVs being off. My kids was in class and they could hear their teacher stuff going off. Excuse me. Yes, no. Yeah, Tiffany, you're right. We was more happier with the landlines and no iPads and all that stuff. That is part of going back to the way it used simplifying. It's too much advanced technology. I don't deal with Apple at all. Okay. I'm Android all the way. Apple scares me. It's too no. It's too much. It's too much. Shoot, we was even happier when, let me see, it was before my time. I think, yeah, it was before my time. The beepers, they was before 87. Anybody remember? I know y'all remember the beepers, but wasn't that before like 87? Or that was by the time I was old enough, I guess, to start dealing with different things. It was cell phones was just getting big. You had the Nokias, they had the bigger cell phones. But I think people was happier back in them beeper days. To be honest, house phone and beepers. Yes, Vaughn, too much. Too much. It's so, you know what? This is what gets me. I can mention something. I can have a conversation, just say with my daughter or something about something. When I go to Facebook, why? If we was talking about Sketcher shoes, and I'm talking to her about this, why when I go to my Facebook page, there's a lot of ads about Skechers? It's like the things you say, or even if we Google something on Google, why is it popping up on your platforms? Different things. So everything that you're doing is being watched and said, being watched, and just it just like house phone beepers had the house phone beep had and payphone. I get what you're saying. The payphones, yes, yes, but it was a lot simpler. It was, you know, and this is my thing. Why did things have to increase? You know why I feel like things had to increase? Because more money was needed for these different technologies. Y'all remember how even with going to the store was a lot cheaper. Even with, I remember as a child, I loved penny candy. I don't know if y'all remember penny candy, but penny candy was the candy that was a penny. The Laffy Taffies, all that type of stuff. What are you making them now with that they gotta be so much more expensive? Why did any ingredients have to change with anything? Why did any advances have to be made? Things was just, oh, when you get to one thing where you did a little come up, or you made this a little bit better and whatnot. Why not see that they self-driving cars? You gotta have now they got robots you could go marry and all this stuff, all this extra stuff you guys that's going on, causing more money, so everybody got to pay for you want to experiment. Because some of this growing loud meat, why do we need loud meat with all them chickens and stuff that can run around everywhere? If it was for me, it should be made that chickens and stuff should be able to run freely like they do in Africa. Why can't chickens and stuff be able to run free? They can multiply a whole lot better and everything like that. And the people that want to grab them one and have one for dinner should be able to. I mean, it should be. It's everything is about money, 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 money. And because you want to experiment and do all this other stuff on stuff that don't even make sense. Like, you want to experiment and have technology do this, that, and the other, when you could be putting that in the healthcare systems and things like the things that matter. But instead, want to do all this other stuff and make us pay in taxes and all that stuff bigger amounts. You want to advance this, you want to do that, you want to do this. And then it's just hard on, it's just like AI technology. Yeah, oh Lord. I've been seeing on Facebook how it's going, what the AI stuff is going after the I'm gonna tell y'all something. I saw something yesterday. I'm like, okay. And I'm just gonna say, y'all, most y'all know who Boosie is. Okay, Lil Boosie. And you know how he felt about a certain thing. I hope y'all following me, okay? You know what Boosie feel about a certain thing, okay? There was a picture, and a lot of people said it was AI. It was AI or whatever. There was a picture of him at this certain event. The event was happening in the back, and he was there. As people were saying, that's AI. Oh, they got him too. They got him too. They got him too. And I'm like, I started seeing like different celebrities and stuff where you could tell that it's not a real picture. And under it, and then you have this message talking about try AI technology. I've been getting messages to my phone telling me about try this new Google AI stuff. I dismiss all that. I look, it's enough that when I say something, it's in my feed pertaining to that thing. So I already feel like things is being listened to when we don't even know. Why in the world would I want to advance that? Why would I want to, why would I want to go that route? It's too much. Why do we need the AI stuff? Why do we need all this different thing? You need to tell me, because we turn out, well, not we, I didn't do it, but people turn off they electronics and stuff, and they want to send something they can't send and can't get through when they listening to you and you don't even know it. People tracking you, and they can track you and you don't even know it. So it's just like we need to get off Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of it. Because back in the Great Depression, they didn't have all that stuff. That stuff, it wasn't even around. So I just don't understand why it came through my iPhone, TV, and tablet. Oh, my gardening channel. Yes, it came through my TV, and my TV was off. I was telling them I was on the phone, and it sent it to me on a text message. And when I got off the phone, the alert and everything came through. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why I didn't even bother trying to turn none off. Because I feel like technology is so advanced, there could be signals sent through that you don't even hear, you don't even see. So whatever the fear is, because you cut it off, it can still happen and you don't even know. Because I just don't understand why things food. Well, no, I understand. But when you look at that food and stuff, how we've grown to make this, that, and the other, and all this back in the day, why could we just stick to that? Why could we just stick to now? You got to have all this. You got to make it better because you want more technology, which is bigger and better equipment. And guess what? Eventually, less jobs because you will have the machines to do it. You won't have to hire and pay. And like somebody said, greed. That cut out the middleman. You got more money in your pocket. Back then, there was jobs. There were people would go out and farm the land stuff. That was part of a job. Now everything is mainly technology out there doing everything. Look, when I was growing up, I remember, and we still got field. People went out and got they peas and stuff out the field. You had field peas, all these, everything, right, everything was there, and people went out and do it. Now they got machines that could go through the whole field, and the machine know the difference between a bean and the stems and the plant. And it's just like, what? Really? Neighbor, looking out for yourself. Neighbor, looking out for yourself. Get rid of human race. Huh, Robin? I remember the first time I saw huge chicken wings at the carryout. Really? Huge chicken wings at the carryout. Now, is carryout what, like, are you saying the chicken was too big? The wings was just too big? Hey, Natasha Kemp. Hey, honey. I got you, Tiffany. They want us all to be dependent on the system. They're only trying to look out for themselves. And you know what? That's the thing though. We can't fault that, you know? Because as adults, as adults, we need to be responsible for ourselves. But at the same time, a lot of people look for a lot of people, okay, a lot of people say, oh, but I should be able to get this because I pay taxes. I pay taxes. Now I can understand to an extent because you also drive on the roads. You also, go to that stuff got to be kept up and built and all that and against that, all that good stuff. But when it comes to us feeding ourselves, taking care of ourselves, and that and other, a lot of people get mad because they expect the other people to do it for them. And it's like, no, a lot of people is able and they refuse. They're able and they refuse to do anything. They refuse to learn. Back in the day, now I'm just going off from what I seen, and know and this, that, and other. Back in the day, a lot of things was done yourself. A lot of things was done yourself. Women got up early in the morning. I know my granny did. She was up early in the morning. Dinner was made before noon. Yes, I said dinner was made before noon. That's some of the things that I've been practicing, getting back to. A lot of things. But see, these days, I'm not even talking about the younger, kids. These days, though, when society, people get up almost noon trying to get their day started every day, instead of learning something, putting the schedule, going to bed at a decent time if you can, getting up, making bread, having this done, having that done, get out early and deal with whatever you got. If you got you some livestock or whatever outside, or got you, listen. Why someone looking at me like that? What? What the dog want? But it was just different back then. Priorities was different. Society is telling people to do all this type of stuff, and they offer you a little bit of, food stamps, a little bit of assistance, and people become very spoiled to it. And when they become very spoiled to it, then that's what they look for. Now, nothing is wrong with it because there's people that is very useful, but y'all know the ones I'm talking about. There's a lot of people that don't need it, okay, and they used to it, so they're gonna sit around, they're gonna pop out kids, and they're gonna get assistance, and they're gonna pop out some more, and they're gonna get some more assistance, and gonna pop out some more, and then when something happened, they don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to do anything. They don't know what meals to make food stretch. They don't know, they don't know anything. And it's just like, it's sad. And then that's when it goes to, well, y'all gotta do something, y'all gotta do the no, they didn't make you have those. They didn't, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I could go on and on and on, and I'm trying to stay nice about it, but it's a lot. And I feel like there's people that really needs help, whether they're disabled or it could be their health is not the best or whatnot. I'm never talking about them. That's when we should have stuff for people like that. But it's people that depends on the system that do not need to. And we're dependent on the system they can't control. Exactly. And people look at that. People look at that. Well, if that's the life you want to live, if you want to be dependent on it. See, when you depend on somebody, you dance by their tune. You dance by their tune. Once you are dependent once you are depending on somebody else, you dance on their tune. What they say go, because at the end of the day, you the one in need. And sometimes we put ourselves in that situation. Sometimes we put ourselves to be the one in need when there's other things that we can do to help ourselves out so we won't be that dependent. Won't be that needy, you know? So it comes down to one need to really look at their priorities and know be able to decide what is a priority and what's not, you know? Or else it's gonna be like the movie y'all had me to watch, Soylent Green. The only food you may be able to get is what's given to you. And if y'all watch that movie, you know what that food was. But it's crazy how movies and stuff was made way back then. I mean, way back then, talking about what's going on now. You know? So it's just like, have to pay attention. We gotta try to do what we can do. Hey girl life. Okay. Thank you, Jory Brown. Thank you, sir. So yeah, y'all. But we've been on here 42 minutes. I wanted to let y'all know that, keep doing what you do. Just understand some things we can't control. We won't be able to control, but we can control stocking up on food. We can control trying to, grow our own food or whatnot. We can control that part of it. Stock up on things you need. Oh, Tika Lynn, I hope you okay. Good evening. You're in the hospital. Honey, I hope you okay. Wow. My mortgage. I guess. I understand, Robin. I understand. I understand completely. I can't get food stamps at all. The last time I tried to apply for food stamps, I remember going into the office. When we signed lease this time, they took my rent up to $9.25. That was his thing. He wanted to go to $9.25. It's been $8.95 since we moved into this house in 2016. And when I looked at other houses on my street, they're paying $1,600 plus a month. Okay, so we was like, okay, we're gonna stay here. If he's taking up $9.25, we'll stay here. It's been $8.95, so not too much of a jump, but still a jump. So $8.95, 3 kids. Around y'all already know this. He gets VA disability. He's 90% disabled veteran. So we get that. Okay. And at the time that I applied, I was doing Uber and Lyft. Uber ride share and Lyft. And they said that I had to stop doing Uber ride share and Lyft for $25 worth of food stamps. And I'm like, well, they're like, yeah, we need you to deactivate your account while you sit here in the office. And then we need you to write out a statement saying that you will not drive Uber and Lyft no more. And then you are qualified for $25 food stamp. I told them what they could do with them $25 food stamps. I am not, because at that time, Uber, rideshare, and Lyft, I had my van at that time. And I was able to take 6 extra passengers. So I was considered a Uber XL. And I was making good. But still, bills have to be paid. You were getting his VA, and then this is the work that's going from here. And I had my car note. Let me see. He had a car at the time. So that was 2 car notes. That was rent. I'm just putting my business out there. The only child support I get is from Tatiana dad. and that's like 150. And he paid that when he paid that not consistently all the time. Y'all know a child will eat 150 up in 2 days. But that's all. Even now with everything that's changed, that's all that's what I get from out of the extra for like any child support. I just get that from her dad, and he ain't paid it since May. Okay, because he do different jumps. He'll pay. They'll get on him about paying. He'll pay, and this and the other, and that's just a whole nother thing. And you know what really gets me about that is they'll deny me food stamps, and they'll let the parents or whatever do. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it to you like this, and so I'm on that subject. You text her every now and then, okay? And you tell her about the job that you're doing. You tell her what you're doing, you're working. I mean, literally text and say, I'm working like crazy. But you're not doing anything for her. You haven't paid child support since May. And now I can't contact Mississippi and say anything about it because it's a highway case. I only can contact North Carolina. Man, I'm just like, you know what? This girl be 18 next year. God say the same. And you couldn't even go out. Like, you still got to be made to pay child support. And when you, like, during that time, I don't even think he was paying when I applied for food stamps. And don't you know they still denied me? They still denied me. Still denied me. With me finding out about my son's dad, no, I don't get any extra money or anything from him. And I didn't go the child support route because it's so much into it. Because Oronde is on the birth certificate and all this stuff. He has to be taken off. So much stuff has to be done. And North Carolina is like, look, this is who we have down. You would have to go and get lawyers and all that stuff to have this stuff done and changed. This is who we have down. You're married, and this is the way it is. This is who we have. And it's just how the law goes. And it's just like, wow. And right now, if I were to go apply for food stamps, I wouldn't even get $25. You know why? I wouldn't even get the $25. Even with you having kids and you got parents, that's outside the home or whatnot, I still would not get food stamps. I still would not get food stamps. And the biggest part of the income would be Oronde's VA. And that's just like, that should not. I feel like that should not be added to it. But because I get paid through YouTube now, and he does DoorDash and stuff now, man, they won't give me none. But they not looking at the cost of the bills that's higher. They done up bills for like our light bill and stuff like that. They don't up that. They ain't gonna look at the fact that I'm telling you that things has changed for as the parents and stuff like that of the kids and this, that, and the other. And it's just, they ain't gonna look at that. They ain't looking at one parent that's physically on support is not paying, but is texting and saying they are working. Yeah. And telling her about her professional job. His professional job as a registered nurse. And you mean to tell me you can't find this dude and realize he's not paying child support? But if I go to try to get food stamps to try to help take care of his child, you're going to deny me. And you know what the crazy thing is? With child support, if I were to put, and I already told my son that I'm not going that route with child support. A lot of females would go that route. I'm not even finna do that. I'm not finna do that because it's too much. Our situation is different. This situation is different and it's just too much. So a lot of people is like, oh, well, why you won't pay that? Why you won't go put, it's too much. This situation is not your regular situation. is too much and I done reached out and they won't help. You know, they said, no, this is who we have down. This is going to be, you got to do it. That's a lot of money getting lawyers and all this stuff. And I will be the one to have to do that. So, But just think about this with child support, the way they do. You got two parents. And just say, I'm working with you. I'm a content creator. So I get paid through YouTube. And the other parent is working at, let's just say hypothetically, okay, McDonald's. Because I'm not going to give nobody a job. Like, just say McDonald's. And I get paid more than that parent. He gets to pay less child support. I feel like that should be 50-50. It was 50-50 when the child was being made. It should be 50-50. So because he choose to not choose, because he makes less than the other parent's supposed to take care of more, I feel like that's supposed to be 50-50. Whatever they calculate the amount, and I'm just like, wow. And then you still cannot get assistance. Still cannot get assistance. Let me tell you something. I've been calling around. Just tell y'all how the world is. I've been calling around for the last couple of days trying to get insurance. Because they haven't gotten back about the Medicaid to see if they're gonna if they're gonna pay for the surgery, and then that I had for anybody who had in May, and then to see if they're gonna give me ongoing insurance. So I've been calling around. So I called this one thing, healthcare.gov, got a representative. She told me, because you have Medicaid family planning, now y'all know what family planning is. That's for the woman get the breast exam, you get the pap smear, and I think birth control if you choose to have birth control. She told me, because you have family planning, now it don't cover nothing else. She said, I cannot search Marketplace for you. You cannot get no insurance until you let family planning Medicaid go. And I'm like, I didn't even ask for it. It was given to me. And so called around, and somebody else said that is not true. Another representative said that is not true. You can get it. It's just, it's open enrollment at a certain time, but you can get it. That just shows you how people that try to work, people that's not, trying to use the system and all that, can't get nothing. I can't get Medicaid. I don't know if they're gonna give it to me ongoing. It's sitting waiting. I don't know if I was gonna be able to. I remember years ago I tried to get Obamacare because I didn't have a job. I didn't qualify for Obamacare. So I don't even know. It's just like, but the people that pop out babies and stay at home and chill and that's dependent on it, they get everything all the way across. And it's just like, it's crazy, like how everything is done. It's ridiculous. Okay. It is not fair. It's not fair at all. So I get it. I know now I would not be able to get no type of assistance. I couldn't. Let me tell y'all something. What was it? Was it for 2020? I went for 2020 when they had the pandemic. Hold on, I'm trying to think. I think it was 2020 situation. Whatever. I stood in line for hours for the pandemic assistance. And only to get the was it the pandemic or was it? Do you remember? Was it Florence, the Hurricane Florence, when I stood in line, or was it for COVID, for the pandemic assistance, the food stamps? But was it for the hurricane? And they denied it, right? They denied it. The pandemic food stamps, because we had the Hurricane Florence 2018. They denied it. Okay, lost everything, all our food and everything, and they denied it. They wouldn't even give me pandemic food stamps. For a family of 5, you can't make over, I think it said 3,000 and something a month. For a family of 5. That's ate up by the time you pay your rent, vehicle insurance, light, water, and gas. Not gas. Well, if you got gas, but light, water, phone bill, and food. That's gone. And then, do you have any money like child support outside? You should know that. Y'all ain't pushing for nothing. Y'all ain't pushing for nothing. You should know that. Oh yeah, 150. State of North Carolina child support, you paying 400 and something off bat. Mississippi, the dude been paying 150 a month. And now you text, and I just listen to it. I'm just like, really? You text my daughter to my bragging about you working and you a registered nurse and all this stuff, and you ain't paying, you're not even paying 150 no more. You're not even paying that. Mm-hmm. And they don't even, it's like, oh well. It's like, oh well. You can't get in the system. Is really, really, is really crazy. It's really crazy how things are. You know, it's just so I get it, Robin. I done get, you said you putting a little of your business out there. Y'all know I done put a lot of mine out there. I don't care. It's life. It is what it is. But that's just the way it is, though. That's just the way it is. You know, people look and think you got it made. It's a struggle for everybody. It's a struggle for everybody. It really is. It's a struggle for everybody. Yeah, Robin laughing. So, yeah, it's a struggle. Mm-hmm. Do YouTube pay good? You put in the work. You put in the work. Um, but it's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard. Like everything else, because you are depending on people to watch your content, and watch it through. Um, and you having to deal with people, you know. So it just depends on, and it depends on also too. Well, I guess that could still go with, you have to deal with people. Your fan base, what category you get in. You know, my thing is, in order to be successful on YouTube, you're gonna have to put in work with networking. You're gonna have to get your stuff out there, and you ain't gonna be able to do it through just dealing with the normal people on YouTube. Your normal people that normally watch you. You're not gonna be able to just do it that way. You're not gonna get um you're not going to be able to just create an account, meet the requirements, and get a good paycheck. Unless you're doing something where your videos going viral and all that type of stuff. YouTube can be very, very a good source of income. Why you think people step on other people's toes and don't care? Because it could be a very source, but you're gonna put in work. They're not giving it to you for free. You're gonna put in work. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and this is where I say I have to stay true to myself. And some people probably gonna call me crazy. You know, I got into telling the news stuff last year, doing all the recalls, that type of stuff. Not what I'm doing now, but like the recalls, the news, the everything. Let me see, October, November, December. October. for 1 month, I made over $4,000. And that was doing the news. November, over 3,000. December, over 2,000. The reason why is because I guess that's what people want. But I can't do that. Mentally, I feel like money is not worth my mental. It's depressing. You know, it's pretty much like I was a news channel. That's not in my heart to be no news channel. I don't care how much, like I say, yes, the money was good. I was not stressed. It was good. But I'm not finna be a news. I cannot work on something that's just depressing me. So that's why I haven't been putting up like constant doing recalls and all those videos. That's why I mixed. That's why when I went over to the other channel and that was becoming stressful and this, that, and the other, that's why I just like being variety. So if you get in the right category, you put in work, whether you do it and it's making you money and you happy doing it or you not happy doing it, that's a decision you have to make. But YouTube, you get into that, and I think that's my problem. When I was doing the news stuff, I got a lot of people that's into news. News. So when I put up other videos, they're not into that. And what gets me is a lot of people was into like the prepping stuff, into the news stuff, or preppers. But that's what kind of gets me is when you're gardening and stuff, that's part of prepping. Certain type of grocery hauls, eating healthy and stuff like that's part of prepping. But it's like it's a certain category, you know. They want the news stuff, people, and stuff that's gonna bring like politics. I don't get into politics deep, okay? That type of stuff. Those categories, those are categories where it seems like they do really well on YouTube, you know. So, but I mean, it would drive me crazy. Me as a human being, it would drive me crazy. But there's vlogging channels that do really, really good. My problem is what I want to do, like being a variety and stuff like that. I don't have enough people that actually watch everything that I do. You know, I try to base myself around if it's a channel that I watch everything that they put out. And that's why I've been trying to get my channel too. You know, people unsubscribe. It don't bother me. It just means that what I'm putting out they don't like. So I'd rather have quality over quantity. I'd rather have the ones that like everything than to have, you know, people on there that don't like, they just subscribe and it just Joanna, I see everything you putting up. But let me ask you this. Who told you that? Because I'm sure they didn't come out and tell you to unplug everything. Who told you to do that? Because you're saying that folks, you think folks was misunderstood the point. Who told you? Where did you get your research from to know exactly what you saying is exactly the right thing to do? And I'm not being funny or anything. I just want to know where did you see that? Where did you come up with that's exactly what you were supposed to do? You're supposed to unplug the TVs and radios and not just turn them on, put cell phones on airplane mode, lower the volume and all. Where did all that come from? Like, did that come from Google? Is it a scientific fact? And wrap it with aluminum foil and put it in the microwave. Is that That's why I say everybody's opinion and does things a different way. My opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. But if you feel like that's what was supposed to been done, that is your opinion, you're right, everything like that. Let it be yours. But in my mind, I think to me that was too much. That was too much. Because I know I can walk right outside right now and signals and stuff can be going through, waves and stuff can be going through. And I don't know. And then let me tell you something. Wait, this right here that we put up and have to our face, the Bluetooth that we have in, all that stuff that we do, the microwave itself, air fryers. People using air fryers like crazy. California, you're not even supposed to have an air fryer in California. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of things that send waves and signal that we use every single day. And my thoughts of, if I walk outside right now, there can be some type of signals and waves and radioactive stuff and all this stuff going on. We'll never know that. That's out of my control. I ain't finna wrap no aluminum foil around nothing and put nothing in no microwave. Didn't they tell you don't put no aluminum foil in the microwave anyway? I don't care if you got it all or not. That was just, look, that's just me being. Because if you tell me you got it off the internet to do that, then I really can't. Because a lot of the stuff on the internet come from the same source but different sources on the internet, especially about stuff like that. So who knows? Who to say cutting that stuff off didn't make it worse? Who say leaving it on didn't make it worse? I'm not finna do all that. Whoever did what, I'm not knocking you at all. Don't nobody twist my words. Say it's just me, myself, me, MGL. I ain't do all that. I ain't do all that. Nope. Sure didn't. And I know with my TV and stuff still going through, I can't control that type of stuff. And especially we know we dealing with so many frequencies, these towers and stuff, and you go out, people on their cell phones, people's cell phones is on everywhere they go with them. You in the store, you know how many phones is on in that store, and they all pulling signals and stuff from towers and all that type of stuff. And in this right here is no. To be honest, I'm going to be honest. And that's all I can do. People may not like it or not. Hey, what was supposed to be done? I guess the TV is supposed to be unplugged, and some supposed to be cell phones on airplane mode, and turn the volume off after, wrap some in aluminum foil and put it in the microwave. It's just, and I'm not being funny. It just JJ said put mine on the 10-4 hat. My thing is, I literally feel like, and some people may not like it, but I'm just telling you how I feel about it. I feel like it was just a hype and something to talk about and something to do. Something to get people to do. It was a hype because it don't prove that you did anything that, and this is my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. It does not prove that you did anything special to stop anything from happening or going through or whatever the case was supposed to be. It didn't. And those are the things we got to understand. We will not be able to deal with. The things that we can control is putting food up, supplies that we may need up, and trying to learn different skills. That's the only thing we can really, really have control over. This that went on, I feel like it was a hype just to have something to talk about, something to, look forward to. And that's why I asked. I don't even know if you're still in here because I wanted to know Where did you get your information from? Like, did you study this, that this was going on? You're not going to have that this is what we're supposed to have done. And no. That sounded like all that stuff sounded like a science project. Like, I'm not finna. No. And when I saw it came through my TV with my TV off, yes, it wasn't unplugged, but it was off. When I got off my phone and the alert still came through, no, I'm not. That right there is beyond me at that point. That's what I call is beyond me at that point. I need to focus on, you know, what I can try to do. Okay, so now I ain't even have a 10 for a hat, JJJ. I don't know. That's just me. But the best thing about this is everybody got their opinions and everybody did things in that way. I mean, in the way that they wanted to do it. And that is all right because we are different. We got different mindsets and all that type of stuff. So that is completely fine. But yeah, I ain't. It did, Michelle. You know it. It sounded like a science project. It did. No. So that's the part where we pray about stuff like that. That's the part we're supposed to pray about. Okay, because yeah, I ain't do it. I ain't do it. I ain't do it. I ain't do it. Yeah. Give me a second. I want to see what it was going. Just give me a second. Stephanie Mees. Hey, how you doing? I am doing fine, Stephanie. Look, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Continue to stock up as much as possible, okay? Y'all already heard our little stories, things and everything about if you're having a hard time getting assistance or whatever the case may be, how we already see how things is. Nothing is gonna be really available. Nothing is not available now. And it's only gonna get worse. For some of us can't get this, can't get that. All we can do is try to get food and essentials and stuff like that. And try to do what we can do. Okay. Some things we just not going to be able to do. Some things we just not going to be able to do. We're not going to be able to catch everything. And sometimes that takes, like today, that takes time from us prepping and doing other things, trying to figure out what you're going to do. If you're going to do this, you're going to turn this, you're going to do. No. Some things we just need to stay focused and try to make sure we have what we need, as much as possible, because we'll never be fully prepared. Okay, we'll never be fully prepared. Some of this stuff that we stocking up and stuff, as y'all know, we living in the last days. Some of the stuff we stocking, we may go pull it off the shelf one day, and it could be something. It could be bugs or something in it. You just never know. It's just we'll never be prepared. The thing is, we're trying to be prepared. We can never say we're prepared 100% because things happen. Okay, so keep that in mind. Put a goal if you want to be prepared for 3 months, 6 months, or a year or plus. Let that be at the top of your list. How long you want to have a stockpile, and go from there. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I've been on here an hour and 15 minutes, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day. And I will talk to y'all later if it's God's will. Okay. Bye.